Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. This is JR, founder and CEO of Social Market.
Hey, my name's Leon Hitchens. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Social Market.
And this is Social Ledger Report, our podcast where we talk about the last week's biggest stories on crypto, finance, and anything in between. So if this is your first time tuning in, we usually showcase what's happening in the markets. We use the Social Market app. This podcast is sponsored by the Social Market app. So in market overview here, we can see that altcoin season is still right about mixed market and altcoin. I think it was last week or it was right about altcoin season. So it's pretty much the overview. Fear and greed index, it's at all-time low of 33 as of the beginning of this podcast earlier this year. This is the first time we're seeing it at this pretty low index. And then inflation is still right about 3%. If you're tuning in to this podcast with Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I'll tell you the price of gold. It's at $3,748. Invesco QQQ is at $595. DIA Dow Jones, it's at 462, and the S&P 500 is at 6,643. And the S&P 500 is actually breaking all-time highs this year, so that's pretty exciting. So that's kind of the state of the markets this week. Do you have any thoughts?
Nothing on that part. I think the part that I'm mostly seeing here too is that fear and greed index, 33 for fear. I think that's the first time that we've seen it at a fear index for the market since we've started the show. There's been some shifts and changes throughout the year just because tariffs and the unpredictability of what the administration was going to do and when they were going to do it and at what pace they're going to do it was always kind of causing the markets to up and down and generally go in the right direction. But I'm again not financial advice, but I'm not too worried about a 33 in the fear. You have Eric Trump, you have Donald Trump, you have all JD Vance tweeting about like keeping buying crypto. Crypto's going to be great. Like the regulatory clarity is here. There's maps adoptions, and IPOs are just crushing it when they're hitting the market. I'm not too worried about a little bit of fear in the market right now. You've got possibility of war. You've got military action with Venezuela. There's a lot of civil unrest in the United States. There's a lot going on that can really influence that that fear index. But I think most of it's probably just around Venezuela and these new tariffs that were announced.
Yeah, 100%. Tariffs are never fun. And I feel like we've been kind of like the middle child of the parents divorcing between fighting over tariffs. Well, anyways, Bitcoin right now is sitting at $109,000, and in the last 24 hours, it's seen an uptick of 14.14%. And Ethereum, it's at $4,009, and almost no change from the last 24 hours. So that's pretty much the state of the markets.